Hey there, my name is Alejandro Gaviria, and I'd like to welcome you to your project. I'm Fabio. Fabio.
Justine.
Fabio? Please ask me for your city number.
Imagination.
Best regard.
Eight.
The signs
Well,
of
good day.
To increase monthly
and being able to act on the
All right,
political proposal according to what they have to say.
Look, I'm in love with your daughter,
Well, of
but I
course.
don't understand
Well,
it.
thanks
I
for
just
that.
don't get it.
The important thing is that you have this. I'll record it for you there. I won't take it off.
And
Felipe,
it's not a
you
trick.
Postman. Much more than the soldiers.
See you next
Let go of
time.
me. You can't be convinced of anything. Video. And then we ask for names and anthropologists and things the other way around. And there's something. Just ask. So folks, see you next video. Peace out.
Scissors, phone, do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Always
Next Tuesday.
goodbye.
Voters actually try to communicate with politicians on social media. However, on social media like Google Meet, they come across hundreds of thousands of images inbound to the politicians. And the politicians at the end of the day leave with a message they are able to interpret. Not much less a message. Our soul should find the others.
Because if you are the same,
Listening to what the citizens really want,
none. It goes
and
into
also
the
believing
garden
that the
side.
citizen is willing to spread the use of the platform in their community. So we have two people. On one hand, the citizen, who is obviously the user. For example, this. Gaston is a well-educated citizen, already uses technology a lot in his life, is mostly vulnerable. However, he feels disconnected from his representatives and struggles to communicate effectively with them. For us, the big cat is very important, because it opens the return to all security, using our platform as a tool to expel citizens' insidiousness and gain political support. Bye. What do you need? First of all, you need to feel included. They need to be able to promote their citizen initiatives, gain political support for these initiatives. And everything must be done in an absolutely transparent manner.
Shall
Where do we hide it?
go?
Well, those are my images. People aged 35 to 45 represent a very important segment of the population. A relationship with them. What we need is for them to be able to make decisions. Good after all.
Brother idiots.
Fine.
I don't think.
And the candidate. For example, Anna, the practical and pragmatic politician.
Us is not
Very
going to
delicate,
go.
and I'll leave it at that. Those are the results. And that's
Providing
all.
equal benefits will improve.
Chaos.
Seeks to connect with people. She's open to new strategies.
Well, if
And what matters is making a move.
Well, I'm going to offer you a croquette. Why?
Where?
Why? No, it's just.
Well, being a local police officer, she can manage her own budget.
The decision.
Is that always the case? Yes, yes.
How are
What's
you going
to implement a pilot?
Yes, I know. One more
What's on
town.
your mind?
Wow,
The
I'm
reason?
going to join.
I invite you to
first.
watch the video. And finally, I discover Arishan.
So,
See you next time. See you later. Bye.
but how to win? Well, for that, you need to reach a huge number of voters and very quickly.
Thanks.
Get close, but really connect. Connect with her, understand her needs, and finally see their hearts. What is their population? What is that?
Goodbye.
Well, in Chile, our politicians are very easy to find. There are 14 crops at Guadalupe. The elections for 16 governors. 146. Each time, 278. And the result is advisors and so on. Therefore, it's very easy to find everyone. And Gauro Moka, how do you enhance security? Like this,
Let's
with
see
a pilot program. A pilot that is effective. Show
For
them
me,
hard data
The
on how
last
this strategy
stage
works.
with its
So that was the
powerful
most.
AG.
So
and
that was the most.
finally, you.
No, Pep, what is that? I heard you. I'm saying it now.
With whose another to the citizens.
Thank you very much.
This is an attempt to promote their rights and gain political support.
Thanks.
How?
Oh,
Through a convention.
Whoa, that's it. See you. Fine.
From the
Period.
politicians. This is a meeting to turn fewer sympathizers into true evangelizers, and this mechanism is responsible for the process involving the outsiders of politicians and citizens. This means that our system benefits them only because they are willing to adjust their message according to the needs met by the platform's organizations. It will specify
From
the
here to
government's
soon.
hindering citizens
We're
within their
back.
communities as a means to push their own initiatives and ideologies. Regarding the prototype, it consists of a digital blog as proposed, offered by the Social Institute.
Summing
and spread
full-time
through
visit,
social
my
media.
kiddo.
It works like Google, but is produced in a more consultation. But the most important thing is to find out what topics are of real interest to the city, to later synthesize them into small compass needles, which will eventually be needed. The people over there will smack them right on the head. Thanks a lot to all of you. And prepare a change campaign. When it comes to
Thank
meditation, Catholic
Have a
campaign is
good
very
day.
straightforward.
Have a good day.
Big. If it's a physical session, Meditation is implemented through the body.
She's
It's a technique of apparent charity, but it doesn't have access to clinical or normal age. If that's the case, tell them you have a job. A link appears. Don't bring any cards. Just keep the conversation going. Via WhatsApp, quickly, face to face.
Until next time, goodbye, pens
Ah.
and stuff.
Because of the possibility of receiving stolen goods.
Thank you very much. It's WhatsApp. It's a ubiquitous mobile app. And in this video, I'm going to see if I can show you the one that increases from the past. It's from the 60s. Totally crazy, bro. Rush, bro. The rest is from the No, when I have time. There's also a second channel called Drawline, where you learn how
Considering
to
that many of the links are devoted
The
excerpts
link is in the description. And I'm going to continue.
to increase the probability that those
Reminds
figures
me.
continue to worsen.
It takes no more than
3 minutes of this entire.
I'm going to use the doctor in
Lucho's
I'm gonna use it in
absent,
public.
idiot.
Why? Because of course I also like to do it. It's very interesting to know that there's a possibility to also operate in a new way
Let's get on
through
with
the PNV. Reach, for
let's
example,
get the work
50,000
done.
people in a single afternoon. It's enough.
Let's go.
Since,
Then
for example,
come on.
someone returns to the ship and you need
Run, I won't back
of the
off.
population to express their opinion, etc. And in those cases, you can
The
be extremely
mechanism is designed to work
in the
inbound.
seed,
The
through the
idea
blue account,
and
through
live.
the system.
Now to test, just
Well-
scan the web
And what's
code.
interesting is, what is the medallion then? From the conversation that happens inside WhatsApp or on the phone call, and this is what I call the viralization mechanism. And it works as follows. The first thing the clone does is answer any mock question. ID you and handsome. There's an info. Kung all specified person or the name big. So I guess if it's expand the value proposition and ask the user what topics interest them. Third, would you will empathize in the rest of the story? Friends of the user, for example. Then you will explain to the user that they are gathering information about the most important issue of that particular achievement.
See you in the next video. See you next
And
time.
you will ask the user for help to share a link to talk to more people about this achievement topic and thus give it priority. Why? Because community resources are limited. And to be able to give daily priority to this issue and allocate the necessary funds to solve it once and for all, we need, of course, this balanced
Why
insurance.
are people interested in this
Because
topic?
I think it's going to mess with your head. And that's some job you will do. Today I will consult you.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Again, thanks for thinking about it.
See you
Finally, I forgot to
soon.
mention, make sure others get the necessary attention. Set them off, and goodbye. Once finished, the user has access to a panel where they can see the foundation of this application. Initiatives compared to the ones being promoted in this community, or in other communities or areas of the city, to actively analyze, to call people, his friends who are being affected by the same problem, to ask them to also seek that subsidy, and in this way remove the burden of the problem that interests him. On the other side, the whole state of the nest.
There's something like
is
Sam's comfort.
synthesizing.
Maximum.
being
And add up.
reduced.
And add that one too.
Each summary is condensed into 1, 2, or 3 topics, according to the candidate himself. And then the topics will be graffitied. They will be measured and applied in interactive dashboards that will allow us to explore what the topics of Mayonet 3 are as an excellent location, etc. And since the graphics are interactive, that will allow the candidates to explore and understand what the various user preferences in different places. To know all this, to gain insights through this, of course, the candidate will be able to plan his next visit very well on September 10th to certain neighbourhoods and base the communication adjustments according to what the citizens are asking for, which may be different from neighbourhood A to neighbourhood B, and not being able to see an assumption, improve their communication, and adapt it to their needs. This is done together with their political team, having all this information in real time and being able to modify very quickly there.
It's what people like.
Now, finally, the most important thing about all this, and the candidate, through they will gain political support to approve all the points they are interested in pushing forward. That is to say, it is not the same for candidates to say, I want to promote issue A, issue B, or issue C. Why do you send it back? Well, what if the candidate says that the LNC issue doesn't matter? Because I have 92,000 people who have told me this is an extremely important issue for this country.
Origin, of course. Gaining political support.
Anywhere. And through this, the candidate can easily convince their entire city council, the whole team, the entire community, that these are truly the priorities that need to be addressed. The seal is a powerful tool to carry out the ideas he wants, and to move forward with the support of the partners.
I'm
Thank
okay with
you
getting back
very
on column
much.
5.
I will not be the only politician who is fully identified on Instagram and on any social media, so it's a direct strategy and custom of Instagram.
I did
done
not
here.
for all of you.
Like, send direct messages to the executive, like they are. For this, we have
You'll
built
most
Roost,
likely see it here.
and its grace is very, very eye-catching. Why eye-catching? because this is where we're going and make them see.
Stay still.
It would be interesting to go and talk to them.
Greetings and see you in the next video.
And in the
See
framework
you
of August
soon.
22nd, 1. Building Barna, sustainability, and the rural university, so that we can negotiate under good conditions. And second, build the FOMO, fear of missing out, so that the candidates feel pressured to make a decision.
And what?
With this technology,
Thanks to you, man.
visit Instagram, chat, go straight into the WhatsApp demo,
By
and
the
it
way,
works great.
you can
with everything.
communicate via text or voice on the platform. Really awesome.
Which, of course, they are going to start dividing 4 hours ago. So naturally, it is quite ideal. Where I will have additional information from the landing page, more or less like this. Who is an undefined candidate? A candidate of antiagonal examples. Mayor, which means major. And here too, of course, you can immediately communicate with the client via WhatsApp and explain, well, some additional details about what it's about. And there's a really interesting part where it explains the difference between a candidate with and without the use of this technology.
And give a page of communication.
And isolated information.
Well, I wanted to go to a
Like
school in an apartment. Oh, I lost my
a
train of thought,
presence
man.
And in this session, there will be a discussion about the analytics you can get from all this. Answer frequently asked questions. And once the candidate is interested, it's just a matter of putting it together in Word and printing it. A hug. See you in the next video. Bye. And finally, the operation and version
Thank
of the
you so
platform
much.
mainly involves making sure all the data is running well. The data is being provided correctly. And if you are using the computer, so we're going to be handling
I'm
it this way.
fine, right? And I've motivated May.
I invite you to go to the next stage. We'll repeat it. To give a punitive game in the hands of this first success case, which will undoubtedly have all its bench pumped up. On the general network,
We
you have a phone, a
also
FaceTune,
have
or a computer
other
that reveals your message through this
that
solution.
we don't need.
At this moment, press that button. For $200, we can access reddit.com.
And back to the basics.
Social per month.
We see we're
If you
rushing.
want to add the second platform,
I adore
or say
you,
hello
May.
here,
And
there
you.
are $96,000. Let's go. To make 60,000 calls. Allowed. Can you WhatsApp me? I'm not going to call him. Well, I am going to enough to reach a significant percentage of the population of a small city like the one we are targeting in this piece. Why won't it be small? Because the truth will not be small. Our politician will stand out, and then towards the next stage, considering that in Chile there are 3 months left for the municipal elections and 18 months for the presidential elections. That is 1 to 2. A project in 2 degrees of direct.
And that's all,
advancement
folks. See you in the next video.
towards Latin
See you later.
American countries.
Fine.
I have signed this entire reconstruction, but I don't see the problems. So I want to remove all operating costs. We are currently
Until
running on a
there's
biological
so
platform.
few.
It is very possible
We'd end up.
triple the number of contacts at the same price. But this requires a bit more study and a little more dedication to using this platform. So we are still working on this point.
I think apart.
Leave it pending for the moment. From there, many thanks. And thank you very much. Thank you very much.